Hello students, I'm back with another video on kinematics. What we have done previously, the equations of motion, the distance covered in nth second, and Galileo's law of odd numbers. Now what are we doing in this video? In this we will have examples on equations of motion on distance covered in nth second. Now, what you should be knowing? You should be knowing first equation of motion, that is v equal to u plus at. Second equation of motion, that is s is equal to ut plus half at square. The third equation of motion, that is v square minus u square is equal to 2as. The distance covered by a body in nth second, that is d nth is equal to u plus half a in bracket 2n minus 1, and Galileo's law of odd numbers, which is the distances traversed during equal intervals of time by a body falling freely from rest is in the odd number ratio, that is 1 is to 3 is to 5 is to 7. The last one is not that important for this video. Also, you should be knowing that if a body starts from rest, u is 0. If a body comes to rest, v is 0. In case of brakes are applied, a is negative. In case of motion under gravity, a is g, so equations changes. If a body is thrown vertically upwards, g is negative. If a body is falling freely under gravity, g is positive. Take g is equal to 10 only if it is given in question. Now let us do a few examples to understand the concept of the equations. Example number 1. A car moving at a speed of 50 km per hour can be stopped by brakes after at least 6 meter. What will be the minimum stopping distance if the same car is moving with a speed of 100 km per hour? So case 1, this is the car moving with 50, it comes to rest. Okay, final velocity is 0, the distance covered is 6. So we converted 50 km per hour into meter per second, final velocity is 0, distance is 6. So let us use the third equation of motion, that is v1 square minus u1 square is equal to 2as. So 0 square minus 250 by 18 into 250 by 18 is equal to 2 into a into 6. On solving, we get a is equals to minus of 250 into 250 upon 18 into 18 into 12 meter per second square. You can find the value or you can keep it as such. Now case 2, the car is moving with 100. Okay, it comes to rest. Now we need to find the distance. Now here the acceleration remains the same. So u is 100, we convert into meter per second. v2 is 0. Now again use the third equation of motion. So v2 square minus u2 square is equal to 2as dash, because that is what we need to find. Now let us put the value of v2, u2 and a. And on solving, we get s dash is equals to 24 meters. Question number 2. A bullet fired into fixed target loses half of its velocity after penetrating 3 centimeter. How much further it will penetrate before coming to rest? So case 1, let us take the initial velocity as u. The final is u by 2 because it loses half of its initial velocity. Okay, the distance is 3 meter. Now using the third equation of motion, that is v1 square minus u1 square is equal to 2as. We put the values and we get a is equals to minus of u square by 8 meter per second square. Now in the second case, u is u by 2 because now what was the final in the first case becomes the initial in the second case, and v2 is 0 because it is coming to rest. A is minus of u square by 8. So we will again use the third equation, that is v2 square minus u2 square is equal to 2as dash. Let's put the values and on solving we get s dash is equals to 1 centimeter. Example number 3. On a foggy day, two car drivers spot each other when they are 80 meter apart. They are traveling at 72 and 60 km per hour respectively. Both of them simultaneously apply brakes which retard both the cars at a rate of 5 meter per second square. Determine whether they avert the collision or not. So let us visualize it. So this is A, this is B, the distance is 80 meter. Let's see first for A. So it is moving with the velocity UA. He applied brakes and he stopped. So for car A, the initial velocity is 72 km per hour, that is 20 meter per second. The final is 0. A is minus 5. Now let's use the third equation of motion. So we used it for car A. We put the values and we found that it covered a distance of 40 meters before it came to rest. Now for car B, UB is the initial velocity, it moved and it stopped. Okay, so here the velocity is 60 km per hour, that is 16.7 meter per second. Final is 0. A is minus 5. We will again use the third equation of motion and we will put the values, and what we get, the distance covered by car B before coming to rest is 27.8 meters. Okay, so what is the total distance covered by the two cars? It is 40 plus 27.8, that is 67.8, and it is less than 80. That means the cars have averted the collision. Example number 4, a body covers 4 meter in third second and 12 meter in fifth second. If the motion is uniformly accelerated, how far will it travel in the next 3 seconds? So we will use the concept of a distance covered in nth second. So the first information was about the third second. So we will use d3 is equal to u, because I don't know that, plus a by 2 into 2, n is 3 minus 1. So it can be written as 4 is equals to u plus 5a by 2. This is equation number 1. Now for the fifth second, we will again use the same concept and we get 12 is equals to u plus 9a by 2. So if we subtract 1 from 2, we get 8 is equals to 2a, that is a is equals to 4 meter per second square. Now from equation 1, we can find the value of u, which comes out to be minus of 6 meter per second. Now, what is the distance covered in 5 seconds? I'm not talking about fifth second, which we already know, it's 12 meter. But what is the distance traveled in 5 seconds? So we put all the values in the equation. S is equal to ut plus half at square, and on solving we get 20 meter. Now the distance traveled in 8 seconds, again we will put the values and in place of time we will put 8 seconds, and on solving we get 80 meters. Now what was the question? It was how far will it travel in the next 3 seconds. So it was fifth second 12 meter, that means in 5 seconds it covered 20, and after 3 seconds, that is total 8 seconds. So if I subtract the distance of 8 seconds minus 5 seconds, I will get the distance traveled in the next 3 seconds. So S is equal to S8 minus S5, which is 60 meters. Example number 5, a ball is thrown vertically upwards with a velocity of 20 meter per second from the top of a multi-story building. The height of the point from where the ball is thrown is 25 meter from the ground. How high will the ball rise? And B part, how long will it be before the ball hits the ground? So this is the building, 25 meter high. That is the distance between point A and C is 25 meters. This is the ball. This is thrown vertically upwards. So the initial velocity is 20, final is 0, because at the top the velocity reduces to 0. A is minus of 10 because the ball is projected upwards. So let's use the third equation of motion, that is v square minus u square is equal to 2as. Let's put all the values, and on solving we get s is equals to 20 meters. That means that the distance between A and B is 20 meters. Let's do the B part. So the time taken to move from A to B is V minus U upon A. So 0 minus 20 upon minus 10, that gives 2 seconds. Now, from B to C, the initial velocity is 0 because at the top, the final was 0. Now it is moving from top, so the final becomes the initial. Okay. The distance will be 45, that is 20 plus 25. G is plus 10 because it is moving downwards. So let's use the second equation of motion, that is S is equal to ut plus half at square. On putting all the values, we get t is equals to 3 seconds. That means from B to C, it took 3 seconds. And what was the time for A to B? That was 2 seconds. So the total is 5 seconds. Now the B part can be done in another way by using the second equation, that is S is equal to ut plus half at square. In place of S, we will use minus of 25, that is the displacement, and then U is 20, T we have to find, A is minus of 10. When you will solve, you will get T is equals to 5 seconds. Let's move to question number 6. A body travels a distance of 2 meter in 2 seconds and 2.8 meter in next 4 seconds. What will be the speed of the body at the end of 10th second from the start? Okay, so this is the time. The body in 2 seconds, it covers 2 meters. So case 1 time is 2 seconds. S is equal to ut plus half at square. That is 2 is equal to 2u plus half a into 2 square. That gives u plus a is equals to 1. We name this as equation number 1. Okay, now in the next 4 seconds, it covered 2.8 meters. So what about from the beginning? From the beginning, it covered 4.8 meters in 6 seconds. So t is 6 seconds, s is 4.8 meters. Let us again put the values in. S is equal to ut plus half at square. That is 4.8 is equal to 6u plus half into a into 6 square. That gives u plus 3a is equal to 0.8. We name this as equation number 2. Now 2 minus 1 gives 2a is equals to minus of 0.2. That is a is equals to minus of 0.1 meter per second square. From equation 1, we can find the value of u, which is 1 plus 0.1, that is 1.1 meter per second. And what we have to find? The speed at the end of 10th second, that is the total time is 10 seconds. So v is equal to u plus at. U is 1.1, a is minus of 0.1 into 10, that is t, and what we get? 0.1 meter per second, which is our answer. Example number 7. A stone dropped from the top of a cliff and is found to travel 44.1 meter in the last second, that is the nth second before it reaches the ground. Find the height of the cliff. So this is the cliff, that is BC. A stone is dropped, that is u is 0. Let us suppose it moves to a point A, and now from A to C, that is the last second, it covers 44.1 meters. So u is 0, dn is 44.1, or you can say Sn is equals to 44.1. A is equals to 9.8 because it is coming down. So we will use the equation Sn is equal to u plus a by 2, 2n minus 1. You can use dn is equal to u plus a by 2, 2n minus 1. It doesn't matter. Okay, we put the values, and on solving we find that n is equals to 5 seconds. That means that the stone took 5 seconds to move from B to C. Now what we have to find? We have to find the height of the cliff. So let us use the second equation of motion. S is equal to ut plus half at square. U is 0, t is 5 seconds, a is 9.8 and t is again 5, so 5 square. On solving, we get S is equals to 122.5 meters. Example number 8, a very interesting question. A ball projected upwards from A, the top of tower, reaches ground in t1 second. If it is projected vertically downwards from A with the same velocity, it reaches the ground in t2 seconds. If it falls freely from A, show that it would reach the ground in under root t1 t2 seconds. So case 1, from A, the ball is projected with a velocity u. It reaches ground in t1 seconds. So the displacement is minus s. So we will use the second equation of motion. What we get, minus of s is equal to ut1 plus half into minus of 9.8 because it was projected upwards into t1 square. Or we can say minus of s is equal to ut1 minus 4.9 t1 square. Okay, case 2, again from point A, now it is projected downwards with the velocity u. So it covers a distance s in time t2. So s is equal to ut2 plus half into 9.8 into t2 square. That is s is equal to ut2 plus 4.9 t2 square. We name this as equation number 2. Now case 3. So from A, now it is dropped. So u is 0. It reaches in time t, the distance covered is s, or displacement I should say. So s is equal to 0 into t plus half into 9.8 into t square. That is s is equal to 4.9 t square. We name this as equation number 3. Now equation 1 plus equation 2 gives minus s and plus s gives 0. So it is 0 is equal to u t1 plus t2 minus 4.9 t1 square minus t2 square. On solving, we get u is equals to 4.9 t1 minus t2 in bracket. Let us put this value in equation number 2. So we get s is equal to 4.9 in bracket t1 minus t2 into t2 plus 4.9 t2 square. Now we put the value of s from equation number 3. So it is 4.9 t square is equal to 4.9 t1 minus t2 whole into t2 plus 4.9 t2 square. On solving, 4.9 cancels out. So t square is equal to t1 t2 minus t2 square plus t2 square. That is t is equals to under root of t1 t2, which is the thing which we have to prove. Okay, let us do a few questions. That is the time for assignment. So these are the first 6 questions. These are the next 4 questions. So there are 10 questions in total. Do try all the questions. And this is the acknowledgement for Google and Bing to provide the images. And do watch the next video for the solution of this assignment. Thank you so much.